So at Altis, we talk a lot about the rhythmical rise of the center of mass. You've probably heard me talk about that or read something that I've written about that. Projection, rise, and rhythm being the three keys to an effective acceleration. And when we talk about the rhythmical rise specifically, we're talking about the torso and the shin angles getting more and more vertical with each step. And also the center of mass getting higher and higher with each step, until finally the sprinter is fully upright. Now, you don't have to explain it this way, but however you explain it, the concept is the same, right? There should be a smooth and fluid rise over the course of the entire acceleration. And this actually begins even with early acceleration. Last video we talked about the late acceleration. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about that again today. But this rhythmical rise of the center of mass, this rise in the torso angle and the shin angle, starts as early as the first 2, 3, 4 steps. We should begin to see this gradual rise of both torso and shin angles that early. There's lots of research that confirms this. And so folks are beginning to move away from old school descriptions, hopefully, such as the drive phase. But we still see and hear it far too often. In our opinion, or at least in my opinion, a far more appropriate way to think about late acceleration is it's like climbing up a hill or climbing up big stairs, where the sprinter climbs their way down the track, getting higher and taller with each successive step. As I mentioned in the last video, the rate of this climb depends upon how fast the sprinter is. The faster sprinter will have a more gradual and patient climb. It might take them more than 30 meters to be fully upright because they reach such high maximum speeds. A slower sprinter, on the other hand, might not be upright until, or maybe upright as early as 10 meters. It's really important to understand that this is not a problem. As the sprinter develops and they get faster, they will naturally take longer to reach maximum velocity. And this point will take them further down the track. We see far too many young sprinters, especially, trying to emulate elite sprinters in the shapes they try to create. I mean, it might take Elaine Thompson-Herah 30 meters or 35 meters to be upright, but she runs 10.6. So if you run 10.6, or if the athletes that you coach run 10.6, great. That's probably what you'd expect. But if they run 11 or 11.6 or 12 or 12.6, then they're going to be upright a lot earlier. So don't constrain this rise to a distance. Just allow them to climb out of their acceleration in as natural a way as that makes sense to them. Just encourage them to climb and to build and continue to build, and adding more and more and more pressure as they accelerate down the track, getting taller and higher, taller and higher, climbing. Again, I think I may add a few more comments in the first pinned post here. So check it out. They may be there, it may not be.